Lee. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Wilson Seahawks. So let's get you up to CenturyLink Field in Seattle. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Dante Fowler missed his rookie season due to injury. So good to have him back on the field. A terrific combination of speed and strength.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Lock it in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, 62 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now it's a former Washington State running back. It's Chris Ivory. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he powers his way up past the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
But he's got it to Hearns. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Bortles. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Bortles now on first down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here we go with Ivory.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a first down.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. In motion now is Lee. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They come up in an offset eye. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Bortles. This will be caught at about the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the offense in a great spot. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Yeldon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, Charles, during our production meeting yesterday, the topic of MVP came up, and you listed a couple guys you see up at the top of the heap. Who do you have?
Well, it is an election year, right? So I'm going with a ticket for a couple of these, all right? Julio Jones, wide receiver, Matt Ryan, quarterback in Atlanta. Running back Ezekiel Elliott, quarterback Dak Prescott in Dallas. But I think the guy that's probably been overlooked has been Mr. Do-It-All, Mr. Versatility, David Johnson in Arizona.
Boy, he's been good. 681 rushing yards, 8 touchdowns already. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for a loss on the play. He didn't get rid of the football. Sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside. Tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
On third down, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So on fourth down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. And look at this. It's a fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. And the wide out in motion. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On third and long, it's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the I. First down, this is Rawls. And running room hard to come by here. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go again with Rawls. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On the carry, Michael. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So Wilson will head to the sideline, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And Hauschka happy to see that one go, especially coming off that tough game against Arizona where he missed the gimme 27-yarder in overtime that would have gotten him the win.
And he is usually automatic in those situations. And what I liked after the game was hearing his head coach, Pete Carroll, place no blame on him for that one. He talked about how many big kicks Hauschka's made for his team over the years, and he expected many more to come.
We feel you, Stephen. We're all getting used to that new kick meter in Madden. And out of bounds there on the kick. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bortles now on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Robinson struggled in Week 7. Season lows, just 2 catches and 9 yards for him. Had a couple of drops as well.
It was that kind of game for not just him, but Jacksonville overall. Although a fellow receiver, and it wasn't Allen Hurns, Marquise Lee picked up the slack. What do you have, 7 catches in the game for over 100 yards?
Yeah, his first 100-yard game. Bortles now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down, this is Ivory. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw, it's Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Bortles to throw on second down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he coughed it up. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Yeldon, the lone running back. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to air one out, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So 2nd and 10 here. One receiver left, two to the right. Bortles will try again on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And he's got it to Hearns. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Shotgun now for Bortles. Underneath to Ivory. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Seven yards remain now on third down. Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
7 yards to go on second down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Wilson on second down, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Punch. was, wasn't he? And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now a give, right side, it's Ivory. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Ivory, 45 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to, this is caught inside the 15. A gain of 35 that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw again is Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third and goal, Wilson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson, from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he's got it up and through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you...
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. And the back goes into motion. Shotgun now for Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. In motion right is Robinson. On second down, here's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
A long way to go for the offense here on third down. On third and long, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to fight his way. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for third down.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Bortles. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On second down, Ivory. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a toss. This is Rawls. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
2nd down following the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. There's Wilson to throw. Complete out right to Curse. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. this is Michael. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here with Michael. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They run again with Michael. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, they won't get the touchdown, but they'll get the next best thing as they're able to convert on 4th down, and they'll be left with a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain. Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Hauschka's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And on 2nd and 10 now. Little motion now from the tight end. And the play clock's running down. Now Bortles. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll give the Jags a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Play clock winding down. Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Denard Robinson, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Get the fuck out of here.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.